What can we learn from the WRC in 2023 that can help inform our understanding of next season in 2024? Let's start off with, well, who's going to be playing the kind of championship protagonist role? We'd have to assume Elfyn Evans, right? And we'd have to assume Terry Neville and Oid Tanak. Is there anybody else? It's really hard to say. Like, Taki Katsuta is full-time. At the same time, our full-timers are actually Formo and Gregoire Munster. Now, Taki Katsuta hasn't won a rally yet, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that he could be champion in theory. Because if you think back to Peter Solberg's first rally win came in World Rally GB 2002, the last round before his championship winning season. Marcus Gronholm in 2000, his first rally win was in his title winning season. And throughout the WRC you see records like that as well. So, realistically, we could say the Katsuta could be counted into this as well. Now, for Formo and Munster, I'm not so sure. Relatively inexperienced, and with M Sport being strapped for budget compared to, Toyota Gazoo Racing, maybe we don't see them contending for wins so much, but trying to get the odd podium here and there. I think that would be a brilliant way for both of them to establish themselves for the future in the WRC. Now, we also need to think about how do we think each of these rounds are going to play out. Monte Carlo is an unknown quantity. We presume Colour of Repair isn't on there. The entry list has closed, but we haven't seen them fully revealed yet. We can be almost certain that Ogier, the hometown hero, is going to be in Gap for the start, because it has moved back to Gap. It's moved back to his hometown for the rally base. We could also probably assume that he's less likely to be doing Sweden. And instead, Colour of Repair will do that. I think both of them will win events next season. And I think at the same time, Hyundai will be deploying their talent where it works best for these events. So we can expect to see Sordo do Portugal, because that's one that he said that he definitely wants to do. We could probably expect him to do Sardinia as well. He's performed quite well there in the past. Of course, two of his 3 wins have come back-to-back in Sardinia. Probably assumed that he would do the Acropolis. The fast ones, now they're going to be divided between the likes of Lappi and Mikkelsen. I wouldn't be surprised if Lappi gets the nod for Sweden and Finland, for example, and then Mikkelsen gets the nod for Poland and Latvia. He obviously has all recent experience of them. And yeah, I think the same goes for things like Chile. But I think Sordo will likely be brought in as the kind of tarmac specialist here. Mikkelsen hasn't really had a reputation for it, and Lappi neither. So I reckon Sordo's going to be going back into the role that we saw him in way back when Hyundai was starting out. He was seen as the kind of tarmac specialist guy, because, I mean, even his one rally win came on tarmac. As for Toyota, I think it's a little bit more up in the air as to when they have an Ogier, when they have a Rivera. And they said they can easily run both. I doubt that they're going to be particularly evenly spread out. I doubt that Ogier, for example, is going to want to be doing Finland. But I wouldn't be surprised if both of them wanted to do something like, say, Portugal. I also would be surprised if both of them were brought in for Japan, Toyota's home event. I would be also surprised if partway through the season, Colour of Repair was like, you know what, I'm doing quite well in this. Remember, Ogier was leading the championship after Mexico. And he goes, you know what, I'm going to do the rest of the season. But those would be the main things I would say we can learn from 2023 in full 2024. The fact that part-timers are likely to win, especially because, it's our champions. Our title protagonists are going to be the people who were the almost theirs of this season. People who won events. Remember, Tanak won 2 events. Neville was an event winner, and Evans was an event winner as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know any kind of predictions you would say. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.